Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. I did a little bit of work between episodes again. I finished up these builds with modules and everything. And I actually moved the blank observation frames up here. So I can have a station just filling this with light oil. Because this does consume 24,000 per minute, which is a little bit spicy to use barrels for. So I did move that up. I think that was a good decision. Let's take a look at research here. We do have a little bit of... We cannot do that much with research right now. We can get reusability. Oh wow, what the... Okay, so that jumps quite significantly after, like, this. Okay, we can get up to this level, I think. Anything else that we should be getting? We really need to get higher in these. We should get this as well. And this, yeah. Anyway, today we are doing Energy Science 2. I think that's very reasonable. We are really lacking electromagnetic field data though. And this is because we're lacking rare metals. Okay, we're genuinely out of rare metals. That's not good. That's very, very not good. Okay, we're gonna have to go and take a look at that before we do anything else. So we just go down. Let's see if we can cram some more out of this mine here. It's gonna be hard. Do. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of tough to get anything extra out of this. Oh yeah, let's not do that. Rare. Let's see, this dropped quite significantly here. Okay, why is it dropping though? It shouldn't be dropping. Oh, this train is completely full. We can actually replace this. We'll send that. Yeah, we do have a couple of these. So that's fine. We really need an unloading station here for rare metals as well. Question is, can we squeeze this in? Here. Actually, we kinda can. Okay. We can actually use this, now that I think of this. Let's not destroy the roboport. But we clean this up. We can clean this up as well. This guy has a very big thing here. This station, we can name something else. No, we just remove it. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna need some help cleaning this up from our bots. We still have this coal mine running though. So hopefully coal will be fine. This is also getting up there. Actually. Let's do that. Not necessarily the case that it needs to get it from my inventory. So let's grab an unloading station here. And you are going to unload in this direction. And we'll put this on the right side and input priority on the left side. So our focus will be emptying this mine, and we'll fill up with whatever we need from the other thing. Now this can do 1900 and consume 3.4. Let's see what we can get this up to. So this is about 400 more, and it consumes... was 1900, 3.4, so it can consume a bit more. I'm just gonna drag an additional belt from here, yeah? And this is also gonna be input priority from here, because we still want to make sure we get that first. I'm just gonna connect that. We'll take this train, copy this schedule, do this. And then this station will be okay. No, we don't have that as I thought. You'll be requesting rare metal ore. Rare metal ore is less than 2k. This will be rare metal ore, empty cargo. Go there. Thank you. And then after you've been here, you're gonna go to train deployment and wait for a circuit condition. You should be going there. Thank you. Very, very nice. And this is 25k. I think we can get 20k in here maybe. Because it's 500. It's 2.5k times 8. So it should be 20k. Okay. Let's go to train deployment so we can get rid of this train. Just need to go a bit further here to the right. And wait for this guy to show up. How much astronomic science do we have left? That's the question. Okay, we have 1500. So if we get this up a little bit for all those researches, that would be great. So I'll remove this from the schedule. And we'll just delete this train. Perfect. And then the last thing we do here is gonna be double checking that rare metals actually will do that thing. There's actually another train I would really like to do something with here. You'll do that. Okay. Nice. So after going to the depot, you actually can't see that thing here. Oh wow, you're going the really long way around. That's fine. As this travel time here hurts us. And not being able to turn here also hurts us. And same thing here. The fact that we need to come in from this side kind of hurts us. You definitely don't need to do that. We need you to go faster. So this train will TP now. And we'll get this guy. Train deployment. Circuit condition. Go there now before you go and fill up anything. We need to mess with the filters as well. There we go. This is gonna be annoying. Okay. Water barrels. Explosives. Copper, we can probably do a bit more. We'll do half of that. Alright, I do have it here. So stone. Steel will do a bit more as well. Concrete. We have plastic. Iron will do a bit more. Lithium. We'll do more iron. This we'll do a bit more of as well. I don't know what we need from this. Probably like that. Ingots for sure. And copper. No. That's incorrect. There we go. Fuck. I don't want you to go back there. Okay. Nice. Okay, and we trash unrequested, so please help me out with that. Okay, so how much astronomic science do we have now? We have 1,000. So we'll get level 9 of all these things unlocked. So how are we looking here? 99.77 and 99.53 for sending to orbit. And 99.47 and 98.95 sending to Draket. I mean, not bad. And we have 52 plus minus 10. So we can recover up to 62 rocket parts, which is insane. You know, I'm wondering if we should just be reading the belt content instead. Right now you're at 200. So let's say 400 maybe. And see where that puts us. We do have a decent chunk of modules now. Okay, so energy science 2. First of all, we're gonna need something like this. This will be our energy science pack 2. This will then be energy science pack 2. You will still output the junk data cards. And we need to see exactly how we are doing with that. Now, another problem with upstairs is we don't have a refueling station for this. So we definitely need to build one that's very similar to this. I think we're gonna do something similar, not exactly like this, but okay, so we have refueling here for this. You do have some fuel. Can we get this out? Then do that, maybe. Okay, so these bolts are coming from like all over the place. Let's go closer to the base. I'm probably trolling the bots a little bit here, but it's okay. Let's do a requester chest. I want to read train contents. Right now, train is empty. So whenever power cell is less than 20, you can put that in. So I want this to carry some fuel up to orbit, if possible. Okay, we're gonna need the modules. This on its own makes pretty good science, actually. You do need the cool thermofluid. Which we'll get from here. Just to pump that in. So we are getting that from there. What's the number looking like now? 331. You're almost up here. Let's do 500. I want to go collect a couple of things here. So we can stop trashing things that we don't request. So here we have 31 charging stations. I'll grab 40. We do need to bring those with us. We are kind of struggling with this thing. It has now gotten 8. Okay. So that's pretty straightforward. I'll be honest. That is pretty straightforward. We do have these with us. The things that we're trashing, we can put in orbit. We don't really care about that. And up we go. Okay, nice. So I'd like a buffer chest. Okay. I'll just fly. So this is whenever this is less than 20. We can have a buffer here as well. Now we do need to get rid of this. Yeah. Ideally. Because I do want to finish this octagon here as well. So we can put something useful in here. This thing here, we're gonna move. We're gonna put that there instead. This has a decent chunk of landfill already. This we can remove. That can actually be there, probably. Okay, there's so much scrap there. Let's go help them with that. Oh no. Okay. Apparently contaminated scrap does damage to me. Which is kind of cringe. We still need to construct this. Okay, so we also need this. And we think that this is gonna be very similar, right? Slightly different ingredients, but very similar. So this we have to pump out. Into here. Nice. So now we have that completed. We are inching closer to energy science 2. So we're emptying this out. Okay, we can get this here. So much scrap here too. This is the normal scrap. Right, that's so slow in comparison. Okay. This deals with 60. Wow, okay, no, that barely does fuck all. Yeah, we're gonna need to increase the speed of this guy. Same with that. We're gonna spend some modules here to improve this. The last 10 minutes, we're making 34. Between 20 and 30 per minute is what we're making right now, so maybe this is gonna keep up a little better. Slightly better, maybe. There's still so much scrap in here. Okay. This is nowhere close to being done. We still got these things here. I'm thinking we can just do this, that, and send that completely. So then we put the octagon up, and we put where is that? I think I deleted that blueprint though. Man, okay. That sucks. This. Let's make a copy of this. Don't want any lights. Can convert that. We'll do that. It's fine. We'll make sure that gets planted down while we work on this. Okay. This is getting somewhere. Even though our bots are very busy right now. Just go down here. Make some stuff happen. Okay. This here. Ooh. That's a little bit too much, I think. We'll take that. I think. We'll uproot this thing. We'll place that down here. Making more than 326 per minute is not gonna be a thing here. There's no way we have enough resources for that anyway. And then we get something in here and in here. Gonna request this here. We need holmium cable, which we have. We need significant data, which we pretty much don't have. Energy insight. And then... oh, this is an additional resource. I see. So energy insight, we need broad energy catalog. And then we need energy science 1. And it's around 80 per minute. Except holmium cable, because you're gonna eat like so much. The rest I can leave like they are, I think. So you're gonna eat 81 of this. This is gonna make more than 81. The question is how much more? And we're probably gonna want to make energy insight from both of these. I'm thinking. Okay, so that's kind of going. This here is kind of going as well. Quantum phenomenon data is made in a laser facility. Okay. Same kind of fluid. This is just one of these. Okay. This just requires blank data card. And thermal fluid, obviously, but... And then you'll also get junk data cards out. Interesting. So junk data card. And then quantum phenomenon data. Boom. So you're gonna make 25.2 per minute. And this, in theory, that's gonna need a lot. Let's say we do this. Like so. This would be 4. So you'd make 50. This needs 80. This makes 160. If we swap this over to this, you're gonna eat 60. So 60 plus 80 is 140. So if we can position ourselves around 150, right. This also needs to go now. Because you're going to eat 600 of the super cooled thermal fluid. Which is basically this. And we'll connect that there. Are we out of this? We are kind of out of that. Wait. You're unable to do this because of reasons. So this is 5k, right? This is 5k. So we're pretty much looking at this. I mean, actually, what if we do this instead? Yeah. So instead of like memeing with this, we'll get way more cooling here than we need. And then we'll have an additional one outputting this. So this gets recycled in its own thing. Because you need the same. You have. It's going to be half the amount, right? So if we get 5k of this in, we're going to get 2.5k out. Okay. Because this currently just backs up the way it is right now. We cannot have that. The more and more I do this at a central location, the less and less I want to do it at a central location long term. So I'm not convinced that this is gonna be the play. So laser facilities, we do have them, we have a couple. We're gonna need like 40 of these, so you better get constructing, my guy. We're gonna need to go and get some accumulators while we're at this. Let's go downstairs. I mean, you're done soon with this scrap, right? You done soon. But the amount of accumulators that we need for that is kind of big, so let's get going with that. Coffee is like, I don't know. It's the best thing. So this goes to infinite. Right. We're gonna get like 2k of these accumulators. And then we go back upstairs. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. I love that this game is so much about solving problems that I am the creator of. So many things that you're like, oh, I didn't think of this. And then it turns out to be a pretty significant problem. Like this. I didn't think of when this backs up, this ain't gonna be able to do anything. So eventually we'll run out of this fluid, which is gonna be a huge problem. Hopefully, this here is just gonna do its thing, right? Okay, let's go down here, finish this construction. We need to put the modules in. We need to put the beacon in. I did not check the status of our novice thing. We only have 7 tier 2 modules left, which is kind of cringe. Let's put a couple of these in. I'm gonna put that there. So this is 2.7 to 2695. Okay, so it's a little bit. A little bit. This pipe needs to be constructed as well. I was like, oh no, it's backed up again. But no, not really. But this has been backed up for a while, I can tell you that. We have 160 here and 200k there. Oof. That's a lot. So we are getting this constructed, yeah? Eventually. We even have 2k construction bots up here, like... there's also no way that this probably should be a passive provider. I think that will just stop eventually. So 37k. The last 10 minutes, we are not making any. So we're working this debt off at a good pace right now. Good pace. This is halfway full. Please get me my pipe. Looks like it's coming now. We already have 10k in there. Okay. So this is also getting there. Very much so. So with this, we actually need to do this and get broad energy catalog here as well. This will consume 60 per minute, so we can make this 100 and this 100 as well. This will go in here and spit that other thing out. That will go there. We do need these to be fixed. Okay. So we'll take this out. I think this was 50, right? So this would be... This is 20. So removing that would put it at 140. We'll just put it there for now. You really don't want to construct that pipe, do you? Which is incredibly cringe. That's not getting out either. Clearly. This is on the way. Are you sure that's on the way? Because I don't see it on the way. Where the hell are you coming from anyway? Narnia or what? Might be stuck charging somewhere. I don't know. This guy's definitely coming now. Okay. All of our construction bots are not busy, so... We do have the modules to put in here as well. I swear this guy ain't coming. You better be the guy. I think it is the guy. Okay, so in theory, you're going to be able to produce 10k. This is almost going to be able to spend all of that to make the other thing. Problem is... Yeah, okay, so that also... Yeah. Yep. This should be pretty good. This is now up to 83k. Gonna send you, because why not? Then we go back here to science, what we were actually working on. We do need these modules to go out here. Okay, so we said 4 of this is gonna be 200, yeah? That's good enough for me. These will be connected in here. Which means actually I will do lazy things and put that out there. Now you need the cool thermal fluid as well, which incidentally we have here in a pretty short pipe as well. So we'll just do the lazy thing here and remove this. Go all the way around. Boom. That is now done. Okay, you need more laser facilities, which is this one. Oh, you need laser turrets. Right, I forgot about that. We need to make another trip. I do need to make another trip. We're gonna expand on this. This will be accumulator. This will be laser turret. Gonna get 200. We're gonna get 200. We're gonna request accumulators. 200. We're gonna get laser turrets. 200. Boom. This is not gonna be completely automated, but at least we'll have... Every time we go down here, we're gonna refill our stock, right? And it's at least going to be fairly good. Okay, and then we go back up. Okay. So, accumulators, let's say 400. Laser turrets, let's say 400. So whenever... We're gonna actually need to use a filter as well. So this is accumulator whenever accumulator is less than 200. Okay. This is laser turret whenever laser turret is less than 200. So you can do that. Which is pretty good. We'll get rid of this. And now we need to look at the next thing we need here, which will be atomic data in a particle collider. This is a plasma generator. I don't think we have a particle collider. That is my answer to that. Particle collider. Particle collider 40. You can make 60 per minute. It does take a ton of resources, though. Holmium cable we are making here up until 50, which is definitely not enough. Let's make a couple more of those. I'm surprised that we already have 2K over here. So our main problem right now is only energy insight. No, it's not, but we're also unable to make material insight. And this, because of lack of fluid. Did you already fucking eat through 80k of that? I find that disgusting. I find that very disgusting. Okay. So, did we get this constructed at least? No, because we need inserters and chests for this, which we don't have. Boom. Maybe 5 of this. Yeah. We have 0 of this. These do consume a ton. Let's see here what we can do with this. So we're gonna start with something like this. We just need to get this thing. No, not subatomic data. We need the atomic data first. Okay. The ion stream is very terrible, and we're gonna eat a lot of that here, probably. Okay. Let's put that guy there. 25k per minute. Hello? Are you well? Are you actually well? Jesus Christ. Are you genuinely well? Okay, I'm gonna ignore that for now. And be like, this makes a lot of these cards. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna be happy. So we'll put that here. We're gonna put the cards, the atomic cards, or atomic data here. You will also make contaminated scrap. Contaminated scrap. Which we will put here. I don't think we're... I don't think we're cleaning up the contaminated scrap at all. No, I think we've stopped with that. We should get that going again. This is what we'll do. Then we need to request a certain amount of things here. Let's say 250 of each. That's 10. That's 100. Okay, oh, it should fit. Actually. Okay. So far, so good. Let's just deal quickly with the contaminated scrap. Decontamination facility. This needs cosmic water in a barrel, which I'm pretty sure we do have. Well, that's water. This is cosmic water. Here. Then we need to barrel the other water. That's not so nice. We need to barrel the spicy water, which is here. We're gonna put that straight there. I'll put this here. And then the contaminated biosludge, which we had a bunch of before. That's 8. That's 10. We'll just put that in here. Okay. Now, we also need to request this. Let's say 2K. And I'd like this whenever contaminated scrap is more than... I don't know if we need to save this, but I'm gonna save 10K, okay? Sometimes you get uranium ore. We don't need to care. We can just send this, yeah? That's okay. So at our worst, we made like 300 contaminated scrap per minute. I'm just gonna put some modules in here and we can deal with 1,000 per minute if we really need to. Now we do have a ton of contaminated cosmic water as well. I think we can clean this by finding some. No, contaminated cosmic water barrel. Let's do that. This is empty that barrel. Then we'll have a little bit of contaminated biosludge, which again we can just put in here. And then we want to barrel cosmic water coming out from this. And we can do that, just in case. We'll put some of this here as well. So the last 10 minutes, we're producing around 1.4k scrap per minute, and we're consuming not enough, I feel like. Okay, but we are right on the edge of where we want to be. Okay. That's good. So then I don't really care. We can consume 25k per minute. Okay, yeah. Well, whatever then. Whatever then. You need some modules to work properly. Let's go here, I think. Send these in. You can do about 200 cards. You can do 250 cards if you had the thing that you need. Now, let's put this here while we're at it. So this would be quantum blah blah data. Quantum phenomenon data. Say 200. I don't know if you're consuming 200 or not. Not exactly, but let's put 200. And this is atomic data. 200. This would be subatomic data, 200. And this would be force field data, 200. Blank data cards are not doing well. What? No. What? How did that become a thing? Even a little bit. I'm so confused. But we're making some blank data cards again. Good, great. Next up would be the same thing in a particle collider. So we'll take this. We won't request a thing. This would be subatomic data. And you need a proton stream, which I don't even know what the hell that is. It's a lithium and plasma stream in an accelerator. Okay, this doesn't make nearly as much. First, we need to do this because we need thermofluid to go in here as well. So that's not negotiable. Then we need the proton stream to go in here. And then this needs to go out. So this will output junk data card. Boom. And subatomic data. And you'll request blank data cards. Probably a bit more than this. So I think we'll build 3 of these. This here will be thermofluid. This here will be the slightly warmer thermofluid, 25 degrees. And then we need the proton stream. So this is what we need. The question is how much. We'll start by building this. We're gonna get plasma down here. This is lithium, let's say 200. How much power does this consume? 74 megawatts. We are gonna struggle with power very, very soon, I feel like. I'm gonna boop this in here. do that. This is 1500. Okay. This is 3K. This is 6K. We'll get this out here. Just drag this here. These would also be really fucking good with some power reduction. I'm gonna leave that as it is for now. Okay, so Proton Stream is starting. This is just blank data card. No, it's not. You need super cooled thermofluid. That's unfortunate. Gonna need one of these bad boys here. It's a little bit of a loss. But it's okay. Don't know why I fucked this up. But let's get these in here. And right, you're gonna need way more than this. Like way more. We'll do that. We'll put that there. Put that there. This there, that there. And that goes out there. 2.5K. It's not exactly enough to feed this. But we'll be getting there. And then we need force field data, which is a electromagnetics facility. We'll put that down here. we are going to need this. We'll put that there with fluid in, fluid out. The requesting part of this is not that bad. You are, however, gonna output a bunch of things that I don't really want. So force field data goes into this. Scrap blank data card. Can't init scrap and junk data card. Well, that's gonna be trash bin material. So then we put that in there. This is also very, very power hungry. Holy shit. $23 megawatts. Okay. So that's not so power hungry, but this only makes 15. So what? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need 10 of these. That's gonna output 156 cards, and you're gonna need a ton of this as well. So we'll put this here. This is the other fluid going out. This would be cool thermal fluid, which we can put in there. This would be the other thermal fluid, which we can put in here. Cool. Man, I think that's Energy Science Pack 2 done, actually. We're really lacking energy insight. So I'm gonna do this. And I think that's the end of this episode. I'm gonna let this run for a bit so we can get these resources up, and then we'll unlock this next time and get our thing. This is why we want this. This is why we're here. So hopefully that's going to be good. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a really nice day.